All right, hello, my beautiful people. This is ERGJ. Just wanted to come with a quick message. I actually had a conversation with a friend over the weekend, and they were really just having some questions for me as it relates to quitting their job and kind of chasing their dream. And so, really want to talk about, should I quit my job to chase my dream? That's kind of what I want to talk about tonight. And so, as you guys may know, I recently quit my job to chase my dream, and so. They really want to know, how did I do that, and then kind of what was that stage? And I believe that a lot of people may not understand the stage that you go through once you do decide to leave your job. First, I would say this, is that everyone has a different situation. So you have to assess your situation before you make a decision like that, because you're going from a place where you have known income to where you have unknown income. And so, in the midst of doing that, that's a transition period. And as I mentioned to my friend, that's a big transition for you to go from a place where you know what you're getting every week. No matter how much work you put in, no matter how little work you put in, this is what you're going to get paid. You know that every week, so you can budget it. And then you're going to go to a place where you don't know when you're going to get paid. That's a very difficult transition. I remember going through that transition and being like, man, what's going on with the rent? You know what I'm saying? Am I going to get a customer this week, next week, whatever the case may be? It's a place where you have to be in extreme faith to know that you can continue to create and bring value to the world. But before you even get to that place, here's my advice to you. If you're in that place where you're thinking about, man, I can't do this no more, I really got to do something different. My number one thing I want to ask you is, have you thought of another way to generate income? What are your skills? What are your talents? What value can you bring to the marketplace? In this particular situation, the individual had actually left a job to go to a new job, very similar job, and that job was still just as miserable. So they went from one spot to another spot. I'm pretty sure other people have job hopped before looking for that perfect job. Well, now they're realizing that there is no perfect job. And the job that's perfect for them, probably they have to create themselves. But in order to do that, if you're going to create your own company, your own business, bring value to the world, then you got to ask yourself, have you learned what you need to learn from being an employee so that you can now become an employer? Have you learned how to lead? Have you learned time management? What value do you bring? What is it that you can bring in exchange for money? Some people haven't thought about that. And so before you take that leap, what I would say is consider your situation, and then also I tell everybody this: you need an exit strategy. I had an exit strategy that I worked for at least 7 months before I quit my job. I knew I was going to quit my job. I had already had that inkling in my spirit, like, man, this is it. I'm not going to be here that much longer. I wanted to jump then, but I didn't, because I didn't have a plan. So do you have a plan? That's really what it comes down to. Do you have a plan to change your life? To change your situation? Do you have a plan? Many people do not have a plan, and that's why they continue to be miserable in their work, because they won't plan the next step. They won't plan their future. They won't design their future. They won't do what's necessary. They won't even take the time to put together what's necessary in order for them to leave, in order for them to grow, in order for them to find another opportunity. You must plan. If you want to leave your job, if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you should be sick and tired enough to plan your way out. You've got skills, you've got talents, you've got abilities, you've got greatness inside of you, and you've got something that you can bring to this world. And so I'm gonna continue to talk about this, because there is much more to this topic, and people kind of ask me a lot of questions as it relates to, how I went from being an employee to an employer. But what I would say to you is that I know it's frustrating. I've been in that place where I wanted to just punch something. I've been in that place where I was coming home with headaches and being sick from being in that place, being confined, being micromanaged, whatever the case you want to be. I've been in that place. And what I want to help you to do in these next couple episodes, whatever I can get around to in these videos, I want to help you to design your future. I want to help you to design your life so that you can get to a place of peace, and you can get to doing what you've been called to do, whatever that may be, and you can, you can be happy, you can be joyful, you can, this walk that I'm in is very challenging, but it's very rewarding. because every day I get a chance to go after my dream. And I want to help you get to a place where every day that you wake up, you are chasing your dream and not just chasing a dollar. At any rate, this is Uncle E. I'm going to sign out. I'm going to try to keep these quick, little 5 minutes here and there to kind of just talk to you guys about what it takes, what to look forward to, what you can expect if you are in a place where you're ready to leave your job in order to chase your dream.